eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Cardinals and the Chiefs on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now here's Mahomes. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down, counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Devin White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And They'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads him out.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd and 10, Murray, he's going to try and go deep again, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake, Murray. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Murray to air it out again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The Cardinals hit 10-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Murray off play action. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes
shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football, that's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Holding, offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Mahomes firing complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Edwards-Helaire will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, is confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. 5 plays here on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down and 4, Mahomes throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second and 9, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 17-14. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Clyde Edwards-Helaire capping it all off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Murray now on first down. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw on second and 10. Murray, he's going to take another shot here. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play action. Now it's Murray. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 goals. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll a very wisely taken knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
That's complete to Mooney.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal.
He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. To Barkley on the check down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Cards add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Carlson on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 11. A minute 55 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. 30.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Mahomes will throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. 10. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Back to throw it. Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just outpost.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Arizona, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5.